The government should take strict action against Ariel brand, and it's my request to all my dear Pakistanis that please boycott Ariel as soon as possible. Religion comes first, and this is our responsibility to protect our religion. Boycott Ariel.
Prime Minister of Pakistan, we want Ariel cloth washing detergents banned in Pakistan immediately for driving and spreading anti-Islamic campaigns through media.
We asked some media commentators whether the detergent ad was right to push the boundaries of social norms in Pakistan.
I don't think it's a big U.S. company's job to insert themselves into Pakistani culture. If it was women speaking up against their own culture, that would be one thing. But I feel that it's very wrong for a Western company to come in and insert themselves in a culture that maybe isn't adapted the same way that American culture has.
And a lot of these women, it has been their position and their desire to see a change within their country. Their desire has been for women to have more rights to, education, to financial stability, financial empowerment. That's come from within the culture. So for these women to be on the commercial simply gives them a platform to add and enhance their voice that they've already been using.
This commercial may set back that agenda. This commercial may set back that initiative for these women. This commercial may create
Children
more
are being married at the age
of
6. How much further back can it be set?
I understand that.
How much
We're not debating that.
The issue.
We're
the
debating
issue are
that it's an American company inserting themselves.
And who are willing to
You
be
don't want to
quiet
listen. You keep saying Pakistani women. I think they're really pushing the envelope when they're dealing with Sharia law. And just like I don't want Sharia law to come here to America and take over my Western American values, I don't necessarily think, I think it's very confrontational to go into a country that does have Sharia and insert Western values.
There has never in the history of
I'm just curious if you're going to acknowledge that.
Any type of
Are you going to acknowledge that that puts these women at risk?
Who are willing to speak up.
You're not going to acknowledge it.
If we were in America in the 1920s,
where it's not about women speaking up. It's not America.
It's
not America.
Because if we were in America, you would tell me that it's wrong for women to speak up against slavery because it would put people at risk of being lynched.
Well, companies have challenged and at times overlooked staunchly conservative values in other countries as well. Coca-Cola came under fire for a video showing a woman driving in Saudi Arabia. Critics described it as smoothing over the oppression women face in the Gulf Kingdom. And an advertising specialist told us it's simply the nature of the industry.
Brands need to find a way to cut through the massive communication that they are assailed by. One way of doing that is to be controversial, and that meets that objective. If they don't cut through, if they don't have impact, they can't succeed in getting consumers to make choices in their favour. They will offend a number of people by doing so, but it's very effective at reaching the group that they're targeting and potentially increasing sales, which, when you get right down to it, that's their raison d'etre. That's why they exist. They have to make profits. They have to reach new consumers and invite them into their brand franchise. And that's what they're doing very effectively.